Bradley kicks to Turner. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Garnett. Washington leading now by 13. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Oh, that's blocked.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Kersey, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And what a game for Q. He already has 18 points and also a blocked shot.
It's all him today. He's got more points than the rest of the team combined.
You know, it's really hard to fathom that, to wrap your head around it. I mean, what an unbelievable offensive performance.
First free throw is good. And Kersey drops both of them. Celtics trail by 15. Right side Bradley. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
It's stolen by Sullinger. Bradley against Iverson. Picked his pocket. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Wizards out front, ending the first quarter on a 12-4 run. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
This has been a shooting drill thus far.
Warm-up jumpers because there hasn't been much resistance.
Celtics trail by 19. On the floor for Boston. Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Jay Crowder out there with Yaredko. And it's Sullinger in at the center, locking down the middle. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, no good. And Washington the other way now. And here's Kersey. There's a screen by Gortat. Kersey kicks to Gortat. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. Boston shooting about 42% so far. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his side. Terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Now here's Smart, covered by Kersey. Here's Crowder. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Kersey, 24 points for him. And Smart over to Helm. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
He's off on the first.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
Here's Sullinger. Rebound by the Wizards. Iverson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Kersey. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Celtics have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Garnett, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Boston again missing.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now. 3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Here's Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thomas got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
For Boston, they come into this one following a loss to Atlanta. Smart dishes to Crowder. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
And Thomas over to help. Garnett outside, over to the left wing. Thomas against Kersey. Back to Garnett, knocked loose. Crowder with it. And Thomas now, top of the key. In transition, here come the Wizards. And he gets it to go. 9 points for Iverson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Jared Sullinger. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Unhindered, going all the way. Oubre passes to Gortat. Here is Kersey. He's got 26. Here he goes. And slams it down. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
And again, Washington running the court in transition.
I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Iverson kicks to Oubre. That's good. Oubre's got 6 points in the quarter.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Here's Smart. Garnett with the block, but they recover it. Olynyk sets a screen for Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Smart. They get it back over Kersey. Smart misses.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Stolen by Smart. Here's Olynyk. Gortat with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Thomas over to help. Kersey passes to Gortat. Soft touch off the glass. Gortat's got 8.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Ball going up court. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And watching Jake Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And, you know, not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
5 on the clock. Kersey with the ball. Working on Jerebko. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
Here's Olynyk. Boston, no good that time either. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Atlanta Hawks. Took him no time at all on that one. 14 points for Kelly Oubre.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
To the paint. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Thomas against Iverson. Now, here's Thomas. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup. Thomas got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Crowder with the steal. The feed to Thomas. He dishes it to Lee. Kicks it to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It's on cue. That is his first foul of the game. Bradley's checked in for Boston.
Checking in for the Celtics, Avery Bradley.
Iverson against Thomas. Outside Bradley. 6 to shoot. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 18 feet out. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
It's a great job getting the ball inside now. I mean, they're intentional about it. Coach really wants them to show some physical presence here in the second. And they've shown that.
For Washington, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. That free throw good from Kersey. Celtics shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Thomas a screen. Dishes it to Bradley. They set the pick. Here's Lee. Washington with the rebound. Garnett's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's stolen by Bradley. Lee up top. Bradley against Kersey. Knocked away. Here's the break. Here's Oubre, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, no good for Oubre. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Baseline jumper. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, It's all about the game.